Good morning students, welcome to the class. Today we need to learn about second chapter from history, that is from trade to territory, and the company establishes its power. Yes, to complete this lesson we have to undergo four subtopics. Those are the East India Company and the company establishes power, setting up the new administration, conclusion. Yes, and it is very big lesson and we need to complete these four topics under this lesson. Right. Before going to the first topic, East India Company, I would like to give the introduction to this lesson. Mughal emperors were the powerful rulers in India, and Aurangzeb was the last powerful Mughal emperor. After his death in 1770, we could not find any such kind of powerful Mughal emperor. Yes, after his death, his zamindars, who are called as subedars, strengthened their power and establishes small kingdoms across the India. So then Delhi has no more a powerful city now. Yes, however, in the mid 18th century, means probably after 1740, a new political power emerges in India. That was the British. Yes, in the starting, the British came to India for the purpose of only trade, and it has no interest at all to occupy the territory of India. So unintentionally it starts putting its finger into the political issues of India and starts subjugating the territories. Then how it became a big ruler of the country, how it became an emperor of India. Yes, we'll see all these issues in our lesson. Right. Shall we move on to the first subtopic of our lesson? East India Company. Yes, this East India Company is one of the company from the England. In 1660, East India Company got a charter from Queen Elizabeth I. So, what is there in the charter? Yes, according this charter, the East India Company, the name itself it is telling East. It can do the business or it can establish the settlements across the east side of the countries from the Europe. So none of the England company can come as competitor to this company. So no other company from the England would be the competitor for this East India Company. So the sole rights goes to East India Company from the England country. Yes, with the purpose of profit making, this East India Company started sailing across the Indian Ocean to the India. So, in those days, the companies which buy the goods at lower price and sell the goods at higher prices in different markets are called mercantile companies. The companies which buy the goods at lower price, sell the goods at higher prices in different markets are called mercantile companies. These mercantile companies got a lot of profit in those days. Yes, they searched where they can get the finest goods at cheaper price. So they can get those goods and sell those goods in their countries for higher price. Because of that they got a lot of profits. With this intention, they started sailing to India. Yes, however, this East India Company prevented the competitors from their own country, that is from England, but it could not stop the competition from the other countries from Europe like Dutch, Portuguese and French. Before East India Company, that is British, stepped into the India for the trade, already they have settled their settlements. The Portuguese people established their trade in Bombay and Goa. Yes, and we know that is Vasco da Gama, the Portuguese sailor who invented the sea route from Europe to India. So he sailed from the west coast of Africa and he crossed the Cape of Good Hope and he reached India. Yes, after Portuguese, many of the European countries like Dutch and French also have lots of interest to do the trade with India. Then why these people are coming to India and what are the things that India attracted the foreigners? Yes, the finest quality of the cotton and silk, and the spices like cloves, cardamom and cinnamon have lot of demand across the world. So because of these spices and rare finest goods, all the foreign countries, especially European countries, settled their settlements in India. Yes, if continuously for the same good the competition is increasing outside market means what will happen? Yes, if the competition is more for the same good means the prices will increase. If the prices will increase means what will happen? The profit for the companies will reduce. The same thing happened in Indian markets. When the competition is more, the goods prices are increased. So because of the prices increased, their profit reduced. So we know that the prime motive of these companies is profit making. Then the profit is going down. Then these has to think something else to put up their profit. Yes, they did the same. So they thought that eliminating the rival competition or competitor is the only way to increase their profit. That's why they did the fightings and the battles with the rival competitors. They often sank the ships of their rival competitors in Indian Ocean. Yes, they did. They often sank the others' ships in Indian Ocean. And not only that, they would not allow the ships with goods from the port to the other countries. So now the trade in India become violent and they started bringing weapons, guns, bomb materials from other countries to India. These are for protecting themselves from the rivalry, and they started building the forts also around their goods. So now the trade become very violent and they are dumping the weapons and they are constructing the forts in Indian territory to protect their goods and everything. So all these things happens in Indian markets. Then when all these things happens, what our local rulers are doing? Yes, they smell everything what is going on in our country. So immediately they respond and they restricted foreigners to not to bring the bombs or weapons to India, to not to build the forts, and one more thing is they restricted the foreigners that not to buy the goods at very cheaper price from India. So because of all these restrictions, now the company's profit decreased more and more. So something has to do to increase the profits, right? So now local rulers are also restricting them to do the trade freely. Then they has to plan something else to increase the profit. Then this act is must and should for the British. They didn't have any option. So they has to do this in order to increase their profit. What is the step? They started involving in the political issues of India. Yes, we will discuss tomorrow how it was